Under the same sky, Aiko was 19 when she first noticed him sitting alone on a bench near the station in Yokohama, clutching a worn backpack as if it were the only thing anchoring him to the ground. It was early spring. The cherry blossoms had begun to fall, scattering pale petals across the pavement like quiet promises. His name was Samuel. He was 20, newly arrived in Japan from a small African village where opportunities were scarce and dreams were often postponed. He had come with little money, limited Japanese, and an unshakable determination to change his future through education. Their first conversation was awkward and brief. Aiko offered directions in hesitant English. Samuel smiled with gratitude that reached his eyes. That smile stayed with her long after she walked away. They began meeting by chance, then by intention. Aiko helped him practice Japanese. Samuel shared stories of his homeland, of walking miles to school, of his mother selling vegetables so he could afford books. Slowly, something deeper grew between them, quiet and sincere. Love did not arrive suddenly. It settled gently, like dusk. Aiko's parents noticed the change in her. She smiled more. She stayed out later. When she finally told them about Samuel, their reaction was immediate and cold. "He is not like us," her father said. "Think of your future," her mother warned. They worried about culture, about money, about what others would say. They forbade her from seeing him, but Aiko could not turn away. She believed in Samuel's effort, his humility, his dreams. She worked part-time jobs to help him pay school fees, bought him second-hand textbooks, and stayed up late tutoring him after her own classes. Samuel, ashamed at times but deeply grateful, promised her he would never waste her sacrifices. There were nights filled with tears and arguments, moments when the weight of rejection felt unbearable. They considered giving up more than once, yet every time they chose each other again. Samuel graduated with honors. He found steady work. He stood taller, not from pride but from dignity earned. Years later, Aiko stood before her parents once more. This time, Samuel stood beside her, calm and respectful. He bowed deeply and thanked them, not for approval, but for raising the woman who had saved his life in ways no one else had. Silence filled the room. Then Aiko's mother began to cry. Her father looked away, his voice breaking as he finally said, "If you are happy, then we will learn to be happy too." They married under the same sky where cherry blossoms once fell. In time, they had two children, laughter filling the house, two cultures blending into one warm home. Aiko's parents became loving grandparents. They watched Samuel care for his family with devotion and humility, and their doubts faded into pride. Love had not been easy. It had demanded courage, patience, and sacrifice. But in the end, it had built a family strong enough to change hearts and prove that love, when fought for honestly, can overcome even the deepest divides.